This is an interesting IEM. Hello, I am Zeos Pantera, the host of In-Ear Fetish, and we are here with the Symphonium audio. That was a good catch. Helios SE, number 47 out of 50. And that's where tips would be, but these are borrowed from a user. And apparently, and I just found this out because I haven't looked at the price yet. We're going to guess the price. We've got a couple things here, and I know Symphonium, and I know when they do a limited edition, and I see design in collaboration with Elise Audio, which is a distributor out in London, who helped me out with Eris when I brought her there back in July. Cool guy. All right, these are unique. So, Dixie Chicks is currently playing Judge Me Not. I don't think I've ever heard an IEM, which, by the way, is a little bit of a it's four-way crossover, so it's not a single dynamic, which I don't think any Symphoniums are. And high resolution is bullshit, because nothing is high resolution, or everything is high resolution, and comfort fit is fine. I got no other clues, other than the rarity of the model number, there's only 50 of these made, and the fact that this is, the measurement graph is glued, this is glued to the back of the box of this actual pair, 4750. And you can see it's all good, and then the fucking left channel goes, and just, it's fine. No one can hear above 10,000 anyway, right? We're all 80 years old, we're deaf. This IEM doesn't sound like it's trying to impress me, which is important, because most IEMs, well, I'd say some good ones do that, but then they're like, you know what, fuck it. This one just feels like it does it. It's had a long day at work, and it just wants to play music. So, Dixie Chicks is nice and centered and forward, the vocals are there, but all the instruments are just... It feels like I'm playing in like the lowest of low gains, and I have like a very reduced pile of shit here, simply because I'm packing up for Chicago, and I'm recording a bunch of them beforehand, and there's no stuff in my basement. Which is a lie. I just really don't want to start dragging things onto the table. So we've got some very basic. I've got the topping. They don't even have the number on it. This is the new D90, the 1-bit one, on the JDS Labs, which Atom 2, which is like my go-to, like basic, not really coloring the sound fine. And this guy here, which is the X2O XAO2, which I've had out in the desk and put away and had out. I still have to review it with the bass boost, which I don't have running. So I trust, I've used this enough to know what it is, and I use this in every IEM review. And the reason I'm using those two and not like the giant reference is because the wire is only a 3.5 millimeter. So now it's like, oh, maybe this is a cheaper version because it doesn't have like interchangeable heads. And the wire, let's look at the actual IEMs for a second. I'm using Duno SS tips because those are my default. Pretty basic covers, just a color. It's like turquoise, very nice. And the wire is, while thin, like it's a 2-wire, it's very soft and flexible. Although I will note, quite obviously now that I'm looking at it, that the twist numbers on the left and right are different. You could see this one's got way more twist. Which one's got more twist? The left one's got way more twist than the right one. So that's just some Symphonium nonsense there. But it's just a soft, small 4-wire weave into a standard 3.5 millimeter. So now, if you're building a limited run 50 IEM, and you're going with the sound profile of like, just chill the fuck out, man. These have the least aggressive, these are the least aggressive IEMs maybe I've ever listened to. Everything sounds like it's one gain step below where I want it, and every time I try to turn it up, it doesn't seem to get louder. And that's not a difficulty in driving thing. We're doing one of those things where I describe something that's not real. They're just fucking chill, bro. They're chill, bro. These are, I'm sitting here and I kind of want to get a couple done tonight. It's already 11 o'clock at night. And I'm just listening, just playlist, Dixie Chicks is on. Like, do some Dixie Chicks. Do some Dirty Vegas. I'll do some Disaster Piece. These are pleasant to listen to. Almost too pleasant. Like, I may have to actually dock points. Because if some things happened in some songs that, the songs I know, sound weird. Now, I'm the king of making shit sound fucking weird for my own pleasure. So I'm not going to dock too many points. But if you're looking for like a general analysis across the equator, these are like just above the South Pole. These are just sitting there doing their own thing. So hold on, let me put them back in. We'll switch back to, I got to steal back. All of my 1/4-inch adapters are upstairs now on the table until I sort them again. I got to sell some to Dixie Chicks. Dixie Chicks has to end. I feel like these are... You know what? I'm swapping tips. I usually just stick to a tip if I like it, but I have questions. Because they almost sound like they're removing... If you have an exciting song, they don't want to play that. They're like, nah, man. Nah, you want to chill. You need to chill. Did I put this on backwards? God damn it. And I could respect that because, again, like I said at the beginning of this video, this is an IEM I haven't heard before. And I've heard relaxed IEMs, but they still have 80% normal and then 20% like, oh, now it's relaxed. Most IEMs have like a baseline of how much normalcy they're going for, and then they throw in a sprinkling of whatever makes them special. Extra bass, a little sharper treble, super duper soundstage. These sound like we're starting with like a 40% normality, and the other 60% is... Oh, there's some bass in there now. And that brings everything a little bit more forward. Tip change is big. But you know what? Ooh, I may not like them with these tips. There's one of the things about render tips. Some IEMs are the best you've ever heard with them. And some IEMs are way too much. I'm gonna give it my love. Led Zeppelin's playing. But now it's like, oh my God, it's so in my ears. I mean, I guess it's in my face, but it's not really in my face. It's technically it's in my ears, so I was correct the first time. Want a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love. It's almost like the mid... All right, this is the only way I'm going to describe these, and it's not going to make any sense to you because you're not hearing them. If these have multiple drivers in them, which they think they do, probably multiple BAs, it almost sounds like every other balanced armature in there is reverse phase. If there's 4 of them, it's like these 2 out of phase. And it's like the sound frequencies are competing inside my ear canal. It was a more relaxed, chill experience on the silicones and throwing them on render tips, which is a guaranteed seal if you get the sizes right. The large is as big as they come. The medium is as medium as they come. They refuse to make anything in the middle, but I think we could probably fake that, and I might do a video on it because you could take the foam out of here. It's now with these, I'm getting like the microscopic zoom lens of what the fuck these are doing, and it is weird. I'm not going to say it's bad. I'm just going to say if you're expecting to listen to your music and hear the exact same thing you always do, it's not going to happen. Because now the vocals are like shoved into the fucking right in the camera lens, but everything else is still sort of like reduced and behind you, where there's like no separation until there's crazy separation, and there's no separation, and there's crazy separation. These are an experience. And since they're 47 out of 50, I think they're done. I don't think I'm selling anymore. I think you're probably coming here just to hear my opinion on them and then moving on. Let's see what they're worth. Let's see what they go for. Because I typed it in. I typed Symphonium, Helios, SE, IEM. We're going to do a DuckDuckGo search because fuck Google. And Symphonium, Audio, Helios. That's not the SE. Where's the SE? Is there no going to be... Do I have to put like... Oh, wait. Elise Audio will have it. Obviously, Elise. Oh, my God. Ooh. All right, my guess on these, current status, current everything, was going to be around $500 to $600 because Symphonium doesn't fuck around. They have an open box and a like new. The open box, $1,129. And the like new, $1,075. So there's not many of these around. I'm going to link to Elise Audio, obviously. Let's see. Updating a good product is risky when it's iconic. The challenge is making it even bigger. Did I do the Helios? I have the box down here. Got the Crimson. I did the Helios a while ago. That's borrowed from one user. He's like, I got all these IEMs. Borrow them. Celebration of our audiophile community across continents. Helios impresses sound. SE project started main objective to add body to the lower frequencies, improve the fit. Helios showcase of talent, dedication, sonic. What's the design of these? I want to know. I got to know. Only 50 available units, so this is actually a pretty rare review. 4 balanced armatures. It's just a 4BA. So I guessed properly by if it says a 4-way crossover, the odds of it being like, I guess it could have had like 8 drivers in it. Made of machine, blah, 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 hand matched, Panasonic and Vishay components. All pictures are purely indicative. Final faceplate design may vary. No, it didn't. It's exactly the same. Final faceplate design is 100%. Actually, no, wait. It says Helios SE Elise Audio instead of Symphonium and Elise Audio. So they did update the thing. That's fucking interesting. Okay. Quality cable. See, I would never, ever throw a bet on a $1,000 price tag on any IEM that's living the lie that is 3.5 millimeter. I mean, you can't, if it's an option, and I think it may have been an option, there was 4.4 there. So that's what threw me off. Yeah, 4.4 is new open box, and 3.5 is open box like new. And so, okay, it was available, and this one was obviously the one that he chose, because he was, whatever, I wouldn't, but it threw me off, especially if it's not an interchangeable head. And the wire is nice, but it's one of those things with Symphonium, you never know if they're going to be like, well, this wire is obviously worth $700. Or if it's like, that's our cheap wire, it's worth $100. So I took a stab at it. But yeah, no, $1,000 for this would be, it's one of those you have to have heard it. You have to have heard it. Clicking back there bothers me. It's usually the warm water going through. Oh, I'm running dishwasher. And the hot water goes down the drain. And then this pipe that runs all along here and then down that way to my septic it's clicking because it's getting warm. It does that only in the summertime, which is weird. You think it would do it in the winter a lot. I'm going to go back. I'm going to give one more song. I think I'm actually preferring the JDS Labs. Give me something from my test thing. Hold on. In My Mind, John Wick. It's one of my favorite tracks ever to have existed. Play it at my funeral, please. The In My Mind track from the first John Wick. Intertwined. I like these. I don't $1,000 like them. But $500 or $600 I would have been accepting. Because of the brand, because of Elise Audio. And because I do think they're truly an interesting sound. They're not like straight up competing, like, hey, listen to how good we are compared. A 4BA $1,000 IM that's a lot. You're asking for a lot. Usually in the $1,000 range, you either got crazy single dynamics or at least a dynamic mixed with some BAs. This is doing everything with BA, and I never really sink my teeth into that sort of design. The Kiwi ears that I did a couple years ago, the green ones, those were a 4BA, but they were also like $150. I don't see it happening, this level of complexity on an IM. It sounds good, but whoa, not $1,000. So, I mean, they're a limited edition. They're never going to get on sale. So if you don't have one now, you're never going to have one. And if you do, you're never going to argue it down to $500. Because I would put these against, these are like the weirdness like the OH5s are, where the ICO OH5s are like this huge sound stage. And that's weird. And they're expensive. They're $500. But at least you know if you have that in your collection, you have the most soundstage right there. This is like trying to do some weird shit like that. It's just the price tag. And I get it. If Elise Audio is co-signed on it, I'd make collabs all the time. They need to take a percentage. Symphonium needs to take a percentage. Something else. You're doing a small batch run. That means they got to run the machines less. So whatever they're doing with the faceplates is a small batch run. It's more expensive. I get it. I get the cost. I don't know if I'd throw the money out at these. If you want to get them, just to have them in your collection and have one of the weirder fucking things. Like, again, and I'll say this to everyone again, this graph tells me fucking nothing about how it sounds. This tells me how the machine hears it. But this doesn't tell me that the instruments are like behind me and sort of centered, but then there's the sounding, how the tips change it. Fucking nothing. It's a pretty squiggle. Do not base any judgments on things on that. This is for engineers and people designing it to make sure there's no weird spikes or dips. And then you can go back and fix that if you want to. Or if you like a weird spike and dip, fucking run with it. It's up to you to like the thing. The human element has to be there, right? Everyone who's relying on machines to tell them if they should like something is fucking dumb. So yeah, I like these, but I $500 like them. I don't $1,000 like them or $1,100 like them. So yeah, we're going to put them back in their box. They did their job. And I would like to see if Elise Audio is fucking around. Because I got to see if I did the original Helios. I think I did. I don't remember what I said about it. But if they can get this sort of like weirdness out of a thing and get the price down to like where it could be mass sold, fucking I'm in. So wallpaper hoard, links to some amps, links to these. Patreon subscribe to see other reviews like this for free. Patreon and the subscribers have a free unlocked post for every IEM review that's not released yet. And you can go watch them there. I just want to get people over to the site to check it out. Or you just wait around here for YouTube to maybe tell you that I released a video and then you can watch it here. Either way, they're free over there. Unless you want to pay to see the big channel videos, go do that. Anyway, I'm done, you're done, we're done. They're done. I almost forgot. This should have indicated the price because... Listen to this. Ah! We're done.